Hello, my name is Yvonne Rice, and my presentation is about the prevalence of childhood obesity in the United States. When I was a child, being overweight and obese, it was called being healthy and fine. But today we know that being overweight and obese can cause numerous health problems. My table of contents. When my mom was a little girl, they used to exercise every day. They walked every place they went. They played outside. They did their chores outside. And obesity in those days wasn't very prevalent. But today, for children ages 6 to 11, it has quadrupled. What is the difference between being obese and overweight? Obesity is defined as a BMI, which is the body mass index. And the percentiles are different for obesity than being overweight. It is calculated by using a child's weight and height. It doesn't measure body fat directly, but it's a reasonable indicator of a body's fatness for most children and teens. The health risks are high blood pressure, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, that's just to name a few, joint, muscular pain, and obese children and adolescents have a greater risk of social and psychological problems such as discrimination, poor self-esteem, and that can carry on well into adulthood. The health risk later is that obese children are more likely to become obese adults. And of course, this poses additional health problems of heart disease, diabetes, and some cancers. And obesity in adulthood is more severe than obesity in when you're a child. The risk of obesity has been connected to racial and ethnic disparities, and this tells you who is most likely to become obese. It says 1 of 7 low-income preschool and age children are obese. Of course, the obesity rates are variable with each county. It shows you the 2009 through 2011 county obese prevalence among low-income children ages 2 to 4 years. Prevention and treatment of obesity, it requires a balance in energy consumption and expenditure, which is what the calories that you eat, you need to burn those calories off by physical activity. And you have more calories going in and going out, and that's when you become obese or overweight. And some of the foods that promote obesity, we know it's beverages like sodas, fruit juices. Then you have excess refined carbohydrates, excessively fatty foods, which are usually fast foods. And of course, people eat large portions. Prevention is a family issue. If you want your children to eat better, eat more vegetables, drink water, these are something that you have to do before your children. You have to set a good example. Some strategies is to increase physical activity, increase consumptions of fruit and vegetables, decrease consumption of sugar and sweetened beverages like sodas, fruit juices, reduce the consumption of high energy dense foods, and decrease television viewing time and video games and computer play. Any kind of activity that they have to sit down and do, they need to decrease that and increase activities like riding the bikes, walking in the park. These burn. My final thoughts, and it says childhood obesity threatens the livelihood and well-being of American children. And it is our job as health education specialists, it's our job to educate people. Not just our culture, but all cultures. And we know that education is the key, and it is our job as educators to unlock the door. Thank you.